All right, so we are going to start our meditation, easy yoga class, just knees into the chest, gently rocking side to side massage through your spine. Kind of lengthen your spine as you gently rock side to side. Breathing. And find a nice neutral spine. Take your two peace sign fingers around your big toes and open up into a happy baby. You could keep your knees bent or you could straighten your legs. And just breathe, feel comfortable. So I want you to know the most important thing about meditation is to feel comfortable when you're doing it. So if you're most comfortable on your back, as long as you don't fall asleep, you could be onto your back. Usually it helps to keep your knees bent with your feet flat onto the ground if you are meditating on your back. Or if you can, it's nice to be in a seated position. All right, so just lengthen through that spine, stretch out the legs as much as comfortable for you. Bring both knees back into the chest. Take your right arm, hug around both legs. Take both legs over to the right side. Try to keep your left shoulder grounded. Look over to the left. Gentle little spine twist here. Let that left arm open out to the side, palm facing up. Breathe. If you did want to, you could take an added stretch through that top leg and extend with your hand or a strap, or just keep your legs bent. We're just going to deep breathe here. One more deep breath. On the exhalation, bring your knees back in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug. And whatever leg was to the side, if you're with me, we have the legs were over to the right. Take that left leg, the leg that was on top, cross over into a figure four position, keeping that foot flexed on the leg that's crossed over. Hug it in and rotate the ankle on the right side if it feels good, the side that's not crossed over. Make sure you go both directions. You can circle one way and then the other way, or just circle one way for a few times and then circle the other way. 3 more deep breaths. Keep hugging in. And on the exhalation, release. And we're going to take both knees back into your chest. Wrap left arm around the legs or other side, whatever side you are on. Take them to that side, to the left side. Right arm extends out, palm facing up. Look over to the right. Legs are to the left. Stay there, breathe. Gentle spine twist here. And you have that option to extend the top leg and catch it with your hand or a strap. Good, one more deep breath. On the exhalation, bring your knees back into the chest. That right ankle crosses over the left knee. Keep that right foot flexed. Hug in the left leg. Nice and deep. Use that right elbow to open up through the right hip. with that option to circle the ankle on the left side. Breathe through it. And if you are circling the ankle, make sure you go both directions. On the exhalation, release your legs, hug them back in, and we're gonna rock ourselves up. Turn it over into a tabletop position with your knees in line with your hips. Begin rounding and arcing. Move through that cat-cow. Make any movements along the way that feel good. Breathe. And find a flat tabletop back. Inhale your right arm all the way up. Open up as deep as you can. Deep breath. Exhale, thread it under. Pressing your left hand onto the ground. With the option to wrap your left hand and put it in the right pocket, or you could extend through the fingertips. Stretch out through your shoulder, breathe. Good, one more deep breath. On the exhalation, press into tabletop position. Move back in that cat-cow, rounding and arcing. Good, just making movements along the way. Feel good. And find your flat tabletop back. Now we're going left arm all the way up. Deep breath in, open through the chest. Exhale, thread it under. With that right hand either staying where it's at, you could extend through the fingertips, or you could wrap around, put it in the other pocket. Breathe here, keep opening up through the shoulder. Good, 2 more deep breaths. On the exhalation, the right hand presses you back into tabletop position. Take a few little more movements through the spine, rounding and arcing. And then we're going to start walking your hands out toward the top of the mat. Walk your feet back a little bit so you can just come into a cobra, baby cobra, or up dog. So hug those elbows in towards your ribs, palms flat onto the ground, and then press up as much or as little as comfortable for you with those shoulders away from your ears. Move the head side to side, stretching out the abdominal muscles and the neck. Good. Take about 2 more each way. And then we're going to lower back down. Take your right arm out to the side, palm facing down, and then just start leaning over to the right side. If you want a bonus quad stretch, you can hold onto your top leg, top left leg, or just stretch out your shoulder. Breathing deeply. Good. 3 more deep breaths. On the exhalation, come back onto your stomach. Press into a child's pose, extended arm child's pose. Widen your knees. Try to press all the way back towards your seat bones, forehead onto the mat. On the exhalation, we're gonna come back into our cobra or up dog. Put that belly on the floor, hands low on the rib cage, hug the elbows in, press it up. Cobra or up dog. Those shoulders away from your ears with your option to move your head side to side to stretch out your neck. Stretch out those abdominal muscles. Good. 2 more deep breaths. And then slowly lower back onto the mat, extending left arm out, roll over onto that left side. Look up toward the ceiling with that option to take your top right leg by the ankle and stretch out your quad. Breathe. Good. 5 more deep breaths. And the exhalation is gently going to release you, rolling your stomach back to the floor and press back into your extended arm, child's pose. With the knees nice and wide. And on your exhalation, walk yourself up. Cross your legs behind you so you can rock them forward. And we're just going to wiggle onto our seat bones, feeling nice and grounded. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold it in. If you need to, grab your strap to help catch. Wiggle the knees, loosen up a little bit more while you're here. Take your time. And you can start folding in at your own comfort level whilst trying to keep your chest lifted. I like to keep wiggling a little bit to help me get deeper into it. With each exhalation, you can sink even lower. Good. 1 more deep breath. And exhale, slowly walk your hands up your legs, round through your spine. Find a nice straight spine. And we're gonna start finding a comfortable seated position. Or if you wanna be onto your back, you could be onto your back. I like to put a block or a pillow under me. It helps me feel a little bit more comfortable, just like I was talking about earlier. Comfort is key when you're meditating, especially when we're 10 minutes into our meditation. So we're gonna do a full 10 minutes of meditation. So key is to be comfortable. All right, so when you're ready, we're gonna start waking up our energy centers by tapping into them. We're taking the meaty part of our pinky side of our fingers, and we're just tapping here. Very important to breathe and just tap into it. While we're tapping, you can make any little movements along the way. Because when we're meditating, we're going to try to resist that urge to move. So now's your time to get any last little movements out. If you want to lengthen through the neck, move the head side to side. Now we're going to take our dominant hand and tap on the center of our forehead. Waking up the intuition, helping get that movement, that flow. And now we're going to take our hands on our temples, both hands on the temples, the peripheral vision. Waking up the eagle eye perspective, overall big picture. Breathe into it. And under the eyes, on the sinus area, on the side of your nose. Tap there. Just feeling nice and open, clear-minded, clear thinking, clear breathing. And now taking your dominant hand, tap under your nose, right above your lip. And that dominant hand, tap the tip of the chin. Breathing into it. And both hands tap on the clavicle bones. Moving almost into the sternum. Here's where we're gonna let it all go. So while we're tapping here, I wanna take a big deep breath and just sigh out the breath. Okay, so when you're ready, start inhaling, breathe. Deep breath in and sigh it out, make a noise out of your throat. And now we're gonna wrap our hands around, or you can go same side, whatever's more comfortable for you. And tap under the arms, the side of the ribs. And lastly, the crown of the head, just tap there, waking up the divine energies connected to all of the source wisdom of the universe. All right, and now we're gonna just choose something to do with our hands. So the easiest, I think, is to just rest your hands in your lap, making a little ball position. And I like to put my thumbs together when I do it like this. You could put your hands on your lap. You could choose a mudra. You could lay on your back with your knees bent, or you could put your palms together with those fingertips touching. So however you choose to get nice and comfortable in your meditative position, start feeling into those energy centers that we just tapped into. Just feeling alive, feeling in this present moment, knowing that whatever is going on around you, that you are a part of it. You always have the choice, the part you want to play. You could be an observer. You could be an action player. You could be a supporting character. You have the choice. Whatever you choose, you are a part of it. You are a part of your surroundings. You have the choice to choose your own thoughts, to focus on thoughts that feel good, and to notice the thoughts that feel good, and to notice the thoughts that maybe you don't want. And by knowing what you don't want, that better helps you choose what you do want. And to keep reaching for that better feeling thought. Stay here a moment, just consciously trying to find whatever thoughts feel good, thoughts that you can be grateful for in this time of the year, in this month. This is a great time to think of all that we are grateful for, all that we appreciate. And just silently in your own mind, in your own time, thinking of things that you're grateful for. As you think of the things that you're grateful for, try to think of the things that you're grateful for inside of your own body, inside of your own mind, inside of your own being. Being grateful for thoughts that you might have. Being grateful for the breath that works for you, either voluntary or involuntary. Being grateful for the heart that beats even when you're sleeping. Being grateful for choosing to spend this time on yourself, on your own self-care. Being grateful for your choices. Being grateful for all of the experiences in your life, knowing that they're there to benefit you in one way or the other. Now think of your body as part of the earth. Your body is growing roots down deep into the core of the earth. That you are connected to the earth. Your body is grounded and dense. And as you think of your body being connected into the earth, the deeper that you go, the more that you realize, the higher that you can go. Just like a tree, the roots that go deep down into the earth spreads up through the trunk, into the branches, all the way high into the sky. That unity, that connection, that balance with the earth and the solar system. knowing something in you knows that there's more out there in the galaxy, in the stars. And as big as we are, as big as all that's around us, we always have the control of our bodies, of our thoughts, our choices, choosing that better feeling choice, loving yourself, knowing that you know what feels good, and that it's good to feel good. That feeling good feels good. Just keep feeling the good feeling thoughts. Thinking of those good feeling thoughts within you, around you. Now thinking of good feeling thoughts that come to you when you think about somebody else, something outside of you. Whether it's a friend, a family member, an animal, a blade of grass, a flower. Thinking of your connectedness to all that is around you, below you, above you, within you. So bring your awareness back to the space around you, making any little movements along the way that feel good. Wiggling fingers, blinking eyes, moving the head side to side. And on the next inhalation, inhale the arms all the way up, palms touch at the top. Exhale, bring it into your heart center. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you.